Hey everyone, it's Mr. Gene with Enjoy Beekeeping. I just want to say hello to all my fellow beekeepers out there. I have got something really cool that I want to share with you today. You see me standing in the picture here next to what I would call probably the world's perfect beehive. It's a beehive that's actually been around for a long time, probably, 200 years or more, but it might be new to you. This beehive was developed by a French beekeeper named Georges de Layens, and I recently obtained a book called Keeping Bees with a Smile, and it's written by a Russian beekeeper named Fiodară Lazutiną. And between Fiodară and Georges de Layens, I think these two are probably geniuses in beekeeping. When it comes to what they've revealed in this book, I highly recommend getting a copy of it, and you can get it from the website horizontalbees.com. But let me just tell you a little bit about this hive that I think you're absolutely going to be blown away by. If you've kept bees before, you already know that they're not easy. Keeping bees is probably one of the most difficult things you can do. It's not an easy hobby. But here's what's interesting about bees. They really don't need our help. When you leave them alone, they actually do pretty good. You sometimes will see stories about bees being found in the walls of people's houses. In fact, I've got a story here about bees that were found in a wall, and they were living there for a long time. But, they can live in walls, and they can live in trees. That's their natural environment in a tree. And this beehive is basically designed to mimic what bees would ideally find by living in a tree. You can either download the plans free on horizontalhive.com, but keep in mind you may have to modify it, and that's exactly what I had to do. When I read the book, Fiodară, the beekeeper that wrote this book, he had some concluding comments about making modifications to this particular Layen-style hive. Now, this is before he died. I don't know if he actually went ahead and built the hive with these modifications or not. I just figured, I read the book and they sounded really good, and I applied them to the locale. So we live here in Georgia, and I wanted to apply it to the climate that we live in and the kind of bees that are local to our area. But can you imagine, first off, keeping bees naturally without having to interfere in their lives? You can build or buy one of these maintenance-free hives that mimic how bees live in nature. And I think that's one of the coolest things about this hive. Because of the way this hive is built, you can keep your colonies healthy and strong without using any kind of drugs or any kind of, gimmicky stuff that you have to do with keeping bees if you're trying to do it the commercial way. You'll be able to help your bees overwinter successfully, even in the harshest climate. Now, Fiodară, the Russian beekeeper that is the author of this book, he kept these bees in northern Russia where the winters are absolutely bone-chilling. It's sub-zero temperatures, and these bees overwinter very successfully. He's even had years where he's had 0 losses. Now, that is staggering, because average is probably about 25-30%. Okay, so if that gives you an idea, he didn't always get 0 losses, but on occasion he would get 0, and that is outstanding. You'll be able to produce natural honey, and you don't have to worry about robbing your bees using this style of a hive management system. It is absolutely mind-blowing. I'm recommending that anyone who's even considering getting started in beekeeping to do it this way. Start here. Don't try to copy the commercial beekeeping system. If you get a beekeeping catalog in the mail, try not to even look at it. Throw it away. You're not going to need any of what they're selling. You might need a hive tool. You might need a smoker and a veil. You're really not going to need much more than that, friends, in order to get started. And like I say, I've been doing this for about 12 years, give or take, and I've studied every kind of beehive that I could get my hands on. I've built them. I've raised the bees in my apiary using top bar hives. I've used the Warre hives. I've used the Langstroth hives. And now this one is hands down the best hive I have ever seen before. So I want to recommend to you this book, Keeping Bees with a Smile. And if you'd like to, I'm offering these hives to all my beekeeping customers. I'm building them by request between now and April 30th. So if you'd like to get your hands on one where you can actually just park this hive in your bee yard or in your backyard and only have to do 2 inspections a year, this is the hive for you. I can't stress enough. Now, if you want more information, I'm going to have a longer video all about this that you can watch. It's about 10 or 15 minutes long. But I'm trying to give you the short version of all this. Friends, you need one of these hives in your backyard. It is the best hive you'll ever use. So feel free to just call, text, or email me anytime, 770-231-3071, or email me at enjoybeekeeping@gmail.com. Thanks, friends.